Let me tell you about a teenager named Taylor Hooten from Plano, Texas. Taylor was a star pitcher on his high school baseball team. He had dreams of being a professional baseball player, but his coaches told him that he needed to get bigger to be competitive in the sport. So Taylor decided to get bigger by using steroids. Well, Taylor definitely started getting bigger by using steroids, and his body went through several changes. His family and friends started noticing increases in his size and strength, but they also noticed something else. Taylor was suffering from mood swings and bouts of severe depression. Then one day, Taylor's mother went upstairs to Taylor's room to summon him for supper. She opened his bedroom door to a shocking sight. No, Taylor wasn't shooting himself up with steroids. He had hanged himself with his belt, leaving an apology note wrapped around a vial of anabolic steroids. My name is James Holland, and I too had a teenage dream. How many of you have a favorite athlete? Probably most of us, right? Mine was Hank Aaron. When I was a teenager, my dream, like Taylor's, was to be a professional baseball player. I wanted that dream so bad I could taste it. But I stayed away from steroids. Even though I witnessed some of my teammates taking steroids to get the edge, I never wavered. I am a living witness to the fact that steroid abuse is prevalent in teens, and it has to be stopped now. I'm here to tell you how and why. Today I will be discussing the alarming rate of teenage steroid abuse, the effect of celebrity steroid usage on teens, the increased acceptance of steroid use by our youth, the facts about dangerous steroid side effects, policies for prevention and control of teen steroid use, and the benefits of imposing such policies, and last but not least, what you must do to make a difference. It is obvious to the trained eye that many teenagers are abusing steroids to become bigger and stronger. CBS.com stated in June of 2004 that one nationwide study shows nearly 500,000 adolescents have tried steroids. Amazingly enough, oftentimes teens choose to use steroids not to be better in sports, but to have what they consider a hard body. That's right, many teens think it gives them more sex appeal. And why not? I mean, we all see a multitude of status personalities that seem to have it all just because they are stronger or more muscular than the average person. Many, if not most, of the very athletes that teens admire have had their names smeared with allegations of steroid use. Names like Lance Armstrong, Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, Carl Lewis, Arnold Schwarzenegger, just to mention a few. Like it or not, these celebrities model their poor behaviors to our youth, making our youth believe that these drugs are harmless. Now, if you will please refer to the first visual handout provided at the beginning of this appeal, you can see how teen steroid abuse continues to climb. As you can see, this chart shows a marked increase in teen steroid abuse from 1991 through 1999. Now, this chart was cited from coolnurse.com on August 8th of this year. Additionally, the National Institute on Drug Abuse wrote in August of 2000 that again, more than 500,000 8th through 10th grade students are now using these dangerous drugs, and that increasing numbers of high school seniors say that they don't believe that the drugs are risky. How can we sit by and let our kids frame the mindset that anabolic steroids aren't risky? That is absurd. They need to understand the facts. Here are the facts. According to an article updated on WebMD in June of 2007, steroid abuse can cause bone growth to stop before it is complete in a teen. That means teens may not reach their full adult height. It can cause heart attack or stroke even at a very young age. Steroid use can cause high blood pressure. It can cause higher levels of bad cholesterol, cause lower levels of good cholesterol. Steroid abuse can cause liver disease, even liver cancer. The chance of liver disease is higher when steroids are taken as a pill. It causes oily skin, acne, male pattern hair loss, can cause skin infections that can become severe if the drug was tainted with bacteria. It also causes irritability, rage, uncontrolled high energy, delusions. The psychological effects alone are enormous. As you can see, steroid abuse is a huge problem in our society. And teenage steroid abuse is the diseased fruit growing from our own negligence. We must stop this negligence now. Sounds good, right? Well, here's how we can do it. The following 3 action items can prevent and control teen steroid abuse. First, mandatory random drug testing that includes performance-enhancing drug screenings in all high schools. 2, mandatory anti-drug orientations that include steroids for all school-age students to be conducted at least 3 times per school year. And 3, increased training for school faculty and coaches on teen steroid abuse and what to look for, as well as emphasizing the professional obligation to report any suspicions of abuse. It's like that old saying, people respect what you inspect. If we put these 3 policies in place, we will see more teens rejecting steroids and those who abuse them, teachers and coaches taking added responsibility for identifying and reporting suspicious signs and behaviors, and a higher level of overall awareness about steroid abuse and the dangers therein. Imagine our high school students actually helping each other enforce our drug laws. It can happen, and it must. Now it's your turn. You have to take action to help us prevent the loss or harm of another child. After all, teenagers are still children, and children are our future. Now here's what you must do. Each and every one of you must contact your elected officials and tell them that you want these action items put into law as soon as possible. Now, if you will refer to the final handout that I have included with this presentation, you will find information on how you can contact your representatives. Just go to www.usa.gov/contact/elected and implore your representatives to pass legislation that requires, again, mandatory random drug testing that includes performance-enhancing drug screenings in all high schools, mandatory anti-drug orientations that include steroids for all school-age students to be conducted at least 3 times a year. 3, increased training for school faculty and coaches on teen steroid abuse and what to look for, as well as emphasizing the professional obligation to report any suspicions of abuse. Let's do it now so that we can say this was the generation that made a difference in teen steroid abuse. I would like to thank you for your time today. Now let's get busy.